Why does Anthony at Meineke Sentiments and do so much exhaust work? Well, I'm probably one of the last real exhaust shops out here in South Jersey. One of. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm probably one of. But I get a lot of referral for my exhaust skills and ability. But I also do exhaust for a lot of other shops. And why is that? A lot of reasons. I have almost 40 years experience in custom exhaust and fabrication and welding. I also have better buying power. I'm actually fast and efficient at it. I actually like doing exhaust work. And these guys at these other shops, and I would say a lot of other shops, right? When you say within 10 miles of here, we do exhaust work for how many different shops? 10 or 20? Not all at the same time, but 10 or 20 different real repair shops, real mechanics who don't like to do exhaust work, who don't like to deal with the rust, who don't like to deal with exhaust manifolds. None of that. They send it to me. And they send it to me because they trust me, not because I suck at what I do. They trust my advice. They trust what I have to say.
And look at the Dodge Ram.
Right.
Dodge Ram, 2004 Dodge Ram.
Oh, I forgot to say that 2004 the other day. I have to document that.
Came in, said manifold was leaking. All right, cool. You had it torn down in half an hour.
Yeah.
It took us longer to wait on parts than for us to get the old one off and the new one
Yep.
on.
Yep.
And the car back up.
Yep. Because the other guy who owns the shop said, I don't want to be bothered with that. I have other things I would rather be doing. Because other shop owners like to do oil changes and tire rotations, or they like to do batteries, or they're busy with some serious engine mechanical work because that's what makes them tick and makes them go. Like they want to do that, you know. I mean, we have a guy named Jerry that he loves all the electrical work. That's what he specializes in. That's his niche. He knows his way around all these issues with these cars, and if he doesn't, he'll stay on it until he figures it out. But that's what turns him on. His name's Jerry, electrical. And there are some things he can't fix too.
Yeah.
But that's what he likes to do. He doesn't like to do oil changes. Like take Rachel Saab mechanic, Swedish import guy. He doesn't want to be anyone's go-to oil change guy. He makes that clear as soon as you meet him and you say, hey, I have this Saab and I have issues, stop picking your nose. And he says, hey, listen, I don't want to be your oil change guy. I want to be the guy that fixes your car. If you're coming in with a problem, I'd be happy to change your oil, but don't call me and schedule oil changes only. I don't want to be that person. And I feel the same way. Don't take it personal. To me, it messes with my head. You know, guys like us who have a lot of skill and ability, and I would say that, like to do the tough stuff, like Ford, Master Tech, two of them that I watch. I assure you, those guys do not like changing oil and rotating tires all day long. That doesn't stimulate them. They like the tough, the hard, you know, and I like the tough and hard work too. It's a challenge and I enjoy it. The other stuff, there's other shops out there who like to do that type of work, your quick lubes per se, just to give you an instance. So what was I saying? So when a customer comes into your shop, and this goes for anybody who's subletting exhaust work to other places, you don't want to tell the customer it just needs this, because that's not the true story, right? It just needs a flex pipe. Well, that flex pipe's part of a catalytic converter or a front pipe assembly. So the keywords is you need a new front pipe, or you need a whole system, or however the system lays out.
And don't get me wrong, you could just need a flex pipe. But again,
In our environment, you could, but not in their environment. They should be telling the customer, right? So I'll give you an example. Stay with me.
you need direct bolt on.
Yeah, your flex pipe is just bad. Well, that flex pipe on this particular Ford Fusion includes hangers, flange, O2 bung, catalytic converter, shielding, so on and so forth. And it's buried under the car. So you technically need a front pipe converter assembly. And that's what they should say to their customers. And this is how much it cost. And then if you're gonna send it to Bob's Exhaust, then you should say, hey, take it to Bob's. That's where we send our exhaust, because we don't do it or we can't do it. And then leave it up to the pros who do it every day to say, hey, yes, you need a front pipe assembly, or no, you need a flex pipe, or no, you can just do a flange, or no, you can just do a hanger. But don't tell them they can just get hangers and brackets on a 10 or 20-year-old exhaust system that's near the end of its useful life. It makes my job very much more difficult educating the consumer on the right repair. And they send their exhaust work, they meaning other repair shops, send it to me because I am the expert. So you should come in and say, wow, you were referred for a reason, and then not challenge that person when he tells you there's things wrong with your car. Yes, my love.